Freddie Kitchens, a man with, again, no head coach experience in this National Football League. What does this mean for Baker, and how do we feel about Freddie Kitchens?
It means that he's finding consistency. You know, when he started his season, he was the backup quarterback to Tyrod Taylor. And he had Hugh Jackson as his coach, and then Greg Williams takes over, and then coordinators gets fired, head coaches gets fired, then he takes over. And there were so many things that he was dealing with in his rookie season, and yet and still broke the rookie record for touchdowns in the season with 27 touchdown passes. Now he has a guy that he has a relationship with. Things worked well with him. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. I don't want me to sit here and say that everything's going to be peaches and cream from here. I could speak optimistically and say this is great for Baker, but Freddie got an uphill battle, and so does Baker. Now all of a sudden this isn't the honeymoon phase, and great for Kitchens and Baker, man. These guys are pretty good together. No, now you're a head coach. Teams are game planning for you. And all that cute stuff you did last year, they're going to game plan for that. So they're just getting started.
The rise of Freddie Kitchens is going to be made into a documentary someday. He was a college quarterback, a very good one at Alabama, which people don't realize. They look at the appearance and say, oh, Freddie Kitchens, who's this guy? No, he was a very talented quarterback at Alabama. He was a running backs coach for this team during Hard Knocks. They didn't even make the air. Like, he wasn't even a part of Hard Knocks. They had a full documentary on the team, and we didn't even know who Freddie Kitchens was. Wasn't even in any scenes.
That's a good point.
And less than 6 months later, he's the NFL's 30. You know, he's a head coach.
That's
he's one of 32.
Yeah, you're right.
It's wild. What I say this, and there's this term football guy that everyone like rolls their eyes about.
All right.
I talked to the Browns brass. Freddie Kitchens loves football, and the players love playing for him.
Okay, sure. Every coach loves football.
No, this guy has a connection with the guys, and that's what really stuck out. It was the last one to interview for the job. It was kind of that one, that ace in the hole. They knew that they were going to be blown away by Freddie, and it doesn't have to be that he won them in the room. You've got the Haslams, you've got the son-in-law, you've got John Dorsey, you've got all these names. Everyone was smiling ear to ear because Freddie's their guy.
Yeah.
And Freddie took this team to places that no one had seen from the Browns in a decade. They're excited. The players are over the moon. They love him. And I think sometimes it doesn't matter what we think at the table or what they think in Green Bay of the decision or what they think of Arizona of the decision. Sometimes it just matters what matters in that building in Berea. And I'll say this, Freddie Kitchens, this could be an amazing story they make movies about. This was a guy who no one had ever heard of until a few months ago. And I'm not just saying casual fan. I'm talking people in like I was getting text people being like, I don't know Freddie Kitchens.
Did Hugh Jackson know who he was?
Like, maybe Hugh did. I don't know. Maybe Todd Haley did. I don't know. He actually worked under Haley for years in Arizona. But like, this is not a went to the Gruden camp. No. This is a shot in the, and I love it.
Yeah.
We get these packets, you know, from NFL Network Research. They're so awesome and very comprehensive and heavy. I always need new binders every week when these coaching changes happen. 2 pages.
It's a leaflet.
2 pages on Freddie Kitchens. So the rest, I mean, is his to write.
That's a great point. Normally they send us the Old Testament.
There's nothing.
I find this kind of a frustrating time of year in what we do because these coaching hires, there's so many takes and there's just so much hot air and people don't know how it's going to work out. You try to match up, well, he runs this system. There's a million cases, slam dunk hire who fell on their face. I look at Doug Peterson a couple years ago. Terrible hire, worst hire ever. He's one of the best coaches in the world.
USA Today said it was the 32nd head coach in the league, and then they won the Super Bowl that year.
Super Bowl, and now look where he is again. And if I looked at Freddie Kitchens, on the surface I'm saying, he's called plays for 8 games in his life. He was a running back coach a year ago. He's never been a head coach at any level, and this guy's going to hang in the AFC with Belichick and Harbaugh and Reich. And yet, here's where I come out. My bottom line, the man that I trust more than anything in Cleveland is the guy who drafted Baker Mayfield. I look at John Dorsey, and he deserves to give him the respect of I made this choice. And then I double down with Denzel Ward at number 4. That's crazy. And look how that worked out. So if JD's good with it, and he said, I want the Kitchens here, there's nothing I can say about it. He has earned the credit and the equity with that choice when everybody said Darnold, everybody said Rosen. He said, no, Baker. And now he's choosing the coach who he thinks is best for Baker. That's my opinion on him.